Hi guys, welcome to Chandar and his Indie Gang. In this episode, bro. In this episode, we are featuring Abhijith Rao, bro.
Hello.
He's a singer. So, welcome to the podcast, bro.
Thank you.
Vanakkam.
Feels nice to meet you guys.
Same,
Yeah.
likewise.
So, let us know where Abhijith Rao, bro, is coming from, what he's currently doing.
So yeah, basically I'm from this place called Shimoga,
Yeah, okay.
which is in Karnataka. I
Okay.
think it's a beautiful place. It's a proper hill station, okay?
Okay.
Until my 7th grade, I was in Shimoga, okay?
Oh, okay.
So after that, I've always been in a hostel.
Oh,
How do you spell that? Shimoga.
Shimoga.
S-H-I-M-O.
Shimoga. Hill station.
You guys should
No,
check it out.
I've not heard of it.
It's in the proper Western Ghats, okay?
Okay.
You guys would really
Nice.
like that place.
Crazy. Yeah, please go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
bro. Please go.
So yeah,
Hostels.
then I ended up in Mangalore for a couple of years. Till my 12th I was there. After that I'm here in Chennai. I've been here from past 10 years now. So
Awesome. You've been doing?
I've been a singer. Right now this is what I want to do. It took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah, okay.
So I thought I'll become an audio engineer. Then before that I wanted to be a proper electronics and communication engineer as well. Right now I want to be a singer.
Crazy.
Finally I figured it out.
Okay.
Hopefully.
You've been a part of an indie band. So, and you have done some beautiful songs over there. So now you have sung in our esteemed Rahman sir's music. So he has sung Usiradagide,
Yeah,
right?
Usiradagide.
It's Kannada. It's part of Cobra movie. Bro has sung in many other movies too. What do you find is the different singing in an indie composition and singing in a cine composition?
Actually, to be frank, there is no difference. In my band, I had the liberty to do the things that I wanted to do. Basically, when you are singing for a composer, you have to reciprocate to their feelings, right? It's their song. You should be doing justice to what they have imagined in their head while composing that song. In that sense, yeah, even if you're singing an indie composition for an indie music director or a musician, even then I'll be actually recreating his thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in that sense, there is no difference.
Okay.
Very much.
If you're singing for yourself, you have the liberty to do whatever you want to do and whatever is feeling right to you at that point of time. But there is no right or wrong in music in general, right? So everybody has their own way to own way of expressing certain feelings.
Okay.
Rahman says sorrow of would be different from mine, right?
That's true.
And musically speaking, in general, we are all the same, aren't we?
Awesome. For you, any song is a song. It has to be delivered right.
Yeah, that
That's
is true.
really
That
good.
is true. As long as you
Amazing
get paid.
in brackets.
No, this is the most important point of our session.
Yeah, it is important to fight for your not fight for, but then you should be vocal about your
For
payment.
sure. I have learned it the hard way, but in life, I do tell you guys, there will be a lot of, if you are starting as a musician, you were saying that if people are starting out, you should tell them something. This is something I want to tell people is, there'll be a lot of people coming up to you and they'll be like, I'm giving you opportunity. There are a lot of people who come up to you like that. There will be some genuine people that you meet and they would really give you opportunities.
True.
But when you have taken this as your career, you should also think about money because it is quite important to make money and survive in this industry because that's the point of what we do here, right? The longevity of things, or else tomorrow if I don't have money, I'll have to make some other way to make money. Then I'll end up not doing what I love to do, right? And also there is something called collaboration also, because there will be some amazing work that comes up, but that depends on what place you are in at that point of time.
True.
If I can't afford to eat tomorrow, I can't be thinking of art.
With that, Abhijith bro, can we go to the
Yeah, we'll go to the scripted questions.
Sure. Hit me.
So we just wanted to To every artist who comes to our studio, we just want to ask their first perception of what art is. What is your perception and what is your idea as to what the meaning of art
If you don't mind, please repeat the question.
Okay. I
That's,
do.
One
Okay.
second.
I'm now repeating the question.
Because move the mic.
I am sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
So, to every artist who comes to our studio, we ask them their perception of art. So, what is the meaning of art according to you?
That's a huge bracket to fill in. But I think to simplify things, I believe for me, art is a way to express yourself. You know, I think the best way I could express myself is not with words. But in general, I think music, especially when I'm singing, I believe there's something that art triggers in people, and especially music. And that's something I really would be hard to describe it. But I believe to simplify these things, I think it's a way to express yourself.
Okay.
And also maybe vent it out.
So with that, brother.
Solunga director.
So you've been singing for a long time. So since I've known you, before that you've been singing. Is there any do's and don'ts before you start singing?
No, nothing like that, dude. I believe in art there should be no rules. Okay. You know, if we constrain ourselves with all these rules, I think there is no point in being an artist. I think the sense of freedom that you get being an artist is the only reason I am being this person.
Home run on that.
No.
Freedom. Art is freedom.
I used to believe also that, you know, we shouldn't drink or, you know, cold stuff. Don't eat ice cream. All these kind of things would just bring more barriers in front of you and, you know, make you weak, I guess.
Okay.
I believe, you know,
Actually, it makes sense.
But it does work for few people. It's not like, you know, whatever works for you, bro. And sometimes I can tell you guys, oh, don't do this. Maybe if you do this, it might help you better. So yeah, in that way, I believe you shouldn't constrain yourself.
Yes. Explore yourself. Find for yourself. Do not listen to count points. Yes.
I don't know what you guys are doing here right now. No. I mean,
it makes a lot of sense.
It's nice to know others' perspective of life and art. In that sense, you know, I am a big believer in watching and listening to podcasts and interviews. In that sense, you know, you get an idea of, you know, what people might think about in certain situations or certain scenarios.
Helps us not to be the sheep which follows and falls.
Yeah,
because
it's nice to have different perspectives in life.
Very much.
Or else we'll just be in a bubble and just think that, you know, we are the most important person in our lives, which we are, but not in the whole world though.
Very much.
Way.
Very much.
But do take care of yourselves.
That's
that
fundamental.
Really helps.
Take care of yourself.
In your own way.
Nice.
Exactly.
That sums up.
Yeah, that sums up.
Nice.
Yes.
I've been hearing this term called vocal coaching. This thing is kind of new to me. Probably most people know about it. But what exactly is vocal coaching, and is it necessary, or is it like underrated or overrated?
Again, vocal coaching is something I believe it should, and people should learn, you know, new skills in general, because sometimes every teacher would have a different technique, you know, to bring things out from you. And also, I believe there are certain techniques which are really necessary in music. You know, sometimes, you know, I used to also be in this gang of rebels where I used to think that, you know, music should be free flowing.
Nice.
But this free flow would only come when you reach a point where you can actually you know, create or maybe reciprocate what's in your head.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know, if you don't do enough practice, there are a lot of amazing stuff that is in your head, but you won't be able to create it out of your voice. That will only come with practice and maybe some work with your teacher. So I do believe it works, but also, you know, it depends on your teacher and how skilled they are. You know, it's the easiest way to scam people as well right now.
Okay.
You know, there are lots and lots of music classes. Everybody wants to teach you something. Everybody wants to make money, and I'm not. I don't have anything
Against them.
against them
Against
exactly.
them.
But
True.
in general, be smart in choosing who you want to learn from.
True.
As you were saying, in our mind and in our head, all the sounds are very different, right?
Exactly.
Right? But to physically manifest it, practice and,
Shouldn't have any gate in between.
Yeah. No, the thing is that these are the kind of topics that are not vocalized as much. I mean, it's not just about, it does not come with music alone. Even it comes with dance. In dance also, like right now, let's say like, in my head, I'm doing like one backflip and one head spin and everything, but I need to practice to manifest it, right?
Exactly.
So you also can think in your head like you're backflipping and you're doing some kip-ups and everything.
I don't do dangerous stuff.
We will never know what is running in your head.
That's true.
If our mind is capable of anything, so is our body. It's just a connection that is.
We have to make.
We need to take that effort for that.
By the end of the day, it's another muscle, dude. You have to train it. You have to, like physical exercise is also, practice is the kind of exercise you give your muscle. That's pretty much.
I've seen you sing in smaller venues and bigger venues. So you are a live artist. You are performing live. And you are also a recording artist. You go inside studios, you record stuff. How much of a difference is there between live singing and studio singing?
That's very interesting. No, it's in the effort that you put in, I believe it's almost the same. But the satisfaction and the joy that you get out is totally different. Okay, when you have a bunch of audience in front of you, and when they are feeling the groove that you are feeling right now, that's I think that's one of the best feelings in the world that you'll only get when you are alive. But in the other way, also in studios, when you hear yourself it's also another amazing feeling. When you are like actually creating something and you are visualizing something in your head and it's actually coming out the same way. It's really hard to do that live, because live you are very constrained by the technology as well. And also if you have a good setup and if the whole venue is in designed in such a way that you can hear everything that you produce, even that helps. But I believe studio, you'll have to be more how do you put it? I think you have to be more careful about little things, which you don't have to worry about live. I believe live is all about feeling it and and going with the flow. But in studio, you have to be more calculative. You have to do the right things the right way.
Others it's retake
the audience
after
help
retake.
you carry the song.
Exactly. And certain times you don't really have to when you're doing, especially when you're doing popular songs live, right? So audience already know the feel and the song is already taken over them. So half of the work is done already.
True.
In studios, you are feeling the whole situation and you are doing it right there. If you're doing a new song, that is another whole different dimension in that sense. But in general, there shouldn't be no difference.
Okay.
In a singing wise.
Okay.